My volume might be really, really low. Hello, everybody. We should, in theory, be live right now. Oh? Oh? Hello! So here we are. I am attempting to use this microphone, but I don't know if it's loud enough. So it might mean we're using XSplit now instead of OBS. So for our YouTube viewers, this is our little YouTube section, which I hope I'm not super quiet. Let me post about our stream being there. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop. Everybody can join us right now. And I'll retweet that because I love myself so much. Come on. Ugh. So bad. So let's see what's going on. I have over here no viewers. None at all. Goodbye, viewers. I did love you. Ooh, 3 viewers. Hey! Yeah, I'm just telling everyone. For those of you watching along, I'm telling everyone about our change to XSplit and how I'm trying the mic, but the mic might be incredibly quiet. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, they can hear me. They can hear me. Hooray. Awesome. So now I can go to I can change. I can bring up my webcam so you can all see me too. Now you can see my face, my beautiful face that everyone loves. So today, we do not have the pleasure of Gemma's company, unfortunately. Gemma, while still with us in spirit, she is in Tokyo. And because of that, she can't be with us because over there, it's 3 p.m. Eastern, but in Tokyo, it's like forever o'clock. It's ridiculous. It is 3 a.m. plus 1 hour, so it's either 4 or 5 a.m., depending on the daylight savings time. So it's pretty rough over there. It's not a good time, and she would not be awake. So unfortunately, we are Gemma-less for today, which means it's just me, and that means I am going to be saying all the stuff that Gemma doesn't want me to say, which isn't really that much, but whatever. I can do our set of plugs right now. We have our set of plugs. So we are still moving mercilessly towards the World Reach Championship. We are getting our confirmed list of Japanese players. We don't have it yet, but we do know there is a list out there. It will be provided to us very shortly, and it's going to be, I believe I can tell you guys the number. I'm going to do it, and this is all the stuff Gemma doesn't want me to say, so I'm going to get in trouble for doing it, but I'm going to do it. Right now it looks like we are going to have 80. That is an 8 followed by a 0. 80 Japanese professional players coming to World Reach Championship 2017 in Las Vegas. Many of those are going to be from JPML, the Japan Professional Mahjong League, but a subsection of those, a good chunk of them, will be from the other leagues around Japan. So, again, I don't have a confirmed list of names yet, and I can't give any definitive will or won't this person be there, but I can tell you it's going to be a really exciting panel. It's going to be a lot of folks. It's going to be people, not just JPML, obviously. Other groups are going to be represented, and this is really going to be a huge experience. Like, it's going to be insane. So there's a lot of good news on the WRC front. As far as our qualifiers here in North America, our WC qualifiers, we still have seats. We still have seats to give away. And we have a couple qualifiers coming up. Let me bring up my page over here that gives me the details about them, so I cannot say stupid things. How hard? I will answer that in 1 second as soon as I bring up. Okay, so our upcoming events. We have the second Vancouver Reach Open. That is May 6th to May 7th, 2017. So that's actually coming up very, very soon. It's going to be in, obviously, Vancouver. And if you are interested in that, I have not made my hype page for it yet, but I do have one more weekend to do that. It is going to be, if you go to ubcmahjongclub.wordpress.com. That's all one word, ubcmahjongclub.wordpress.com. You can get information about the tournament, It is still not full, I don't believe. I believe they still have openings. There are prizes. There's prize money being awarded. Apparently, they can do that up in Canada. And the first and second place attendees will be given invitations to the World Reach Championship in Las Vegas. So if you're still looking to get your invitation, you can head over to Vancouver. Or if you don't want to go to Vancouver because it's on, say, the wrong side of the country from you, or the continent. We're all multi-countries here. There is the Montreal Reach Open 2017, which will also have World Reach Championship seats as awards to the winner. It's going to be June 3rd to June 4th, 2017. It is in Montreal. If you are interested in that, if you'd like more information, go to https://reachmontreal.org. That is RIICHI Montreal.org. Again, I'll have a better hype page for this once I'm done with my move over to XSplit. But I've been to I was at the last Montreal event. It was really good. People there are really awesome. The city's really great. You can have some top quality poutine. I will be there. I will be there this time as well. If you consider seeing me to be a bonus, you'll be able to do so. And it's going to be a great tournament. It looks like registration cost is going to be $50. It was $40 before February 15th, $45 from February 16th to April 15th, and now it's $50 up until tournament start. So it's a fun time. It's up in Montreal, great place. WRC seats, every reason to be there. And our final upcoming tournament is the 2017 Seattle Reach Open. And that is going to be in Seattle. It's going to be July 15th to July 16th. And for details, you can go to http://seattlereach.wordpress.com. That is SEATTLERIICHI at wordpress.com. That's going to be run by Edwin Dyson. I believe I'm pronouncing his name right. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, sorry, Edwin. I do love you. And it's going to be a great tournament. And I'm going to try to be there also because I try to go to as many of these as I can just to support. We are going to have World Reach Championship invitations. You'll be able to come to Vegas. So if you're interested, please sign up for these tournaments, support them, come to them, and join the community. It's really a great time to go out to these events, meet everybody, say hi to everyone, chat, and just be friendos. We do say friendo. Friendo is a thing. Gemma will get mad, but we say friendo. Now, how hard are you going to lose to those pros? That's a real question. So I will say in 2014 in Paris, I was involved in that tournament. I say that because I don't want to say that I didn't place very well, but I didn't place very well. But I was involved. I was there. It happened. And for pretty much every table I was at, there was at least one Japanese player there. And it was pretty intense. I didn't lose all the time. That's true. I didn't lose everything. I mean, it's Mahjong. Sometimes people lose, sometimes people win. It happens. But there was definitely a level of play to encounter that is extremely high. Extremely, like very, very meticulous. No opportunity passes them by because they've been trained so thoroughly to grab at everything they can do. It's really, I found it to be exhilarating. Just being able to see all these things in practice. That, you read books, you play a bit, you review games, but seeing someone sitting in front of you just like chill, just playing it out and directly responding to the things that you do and how they respond. Like there's so much to learn. It's not even about this sounds so altruistic, but like it's not even about winning or losing. It's about how much you can learn and grow as a player just by seeing all these different styles, by seeing how people do, and I can't say enough how great of a time it is, and I'm babbling on and on about it, but it was super, super fun. So probably, yes, it is very, very likely that a Japanese player will be the winner of WRC 2017 Vegas. But at the same time, I think it's going to be a great experience for everyone to get to play against them, and I think they're going to be around after hours. They're going to be playing free with people. They're going to be giving little lessons and things. We're going to get a lot of stuff lined up. So there's so much to learn and so much that we all can just encounter and discuss and grow as players. It's a huge opportunity for us in the West to grow. And I say that not because there's something magically better about Japanese players innately, but it's their job, and none of us have that. At least I don't think any of us have that as our job. Like none of us get to sit there and be like, okay, well I just play Mahjong all day and that's what I get paid to do. And when you play that much, when you learn that much, when you're immersed in it that thoroughly, there's so much that you learn, and there's so much experience that you have like built up. And being able to be near that level of experience is incredible. It's awesome. So that's kind of what the plan is. That's what's going on. If people do have questions or thoughts, because it's just me today, and I'm pretty much I looked to see if folks wanted to play. I wasn't really able to pull enough folks together for a game, so really I'm probably just going to stream myself on Roan 2, privately, like not revealing other people, so you can all watch my mistakes. And if anyone has any questions or stuff they want to discuss, please chat away. I'm very happy to chat. Chatting's awesome, and I want to do it with you because that's why I'm here. So I'm wondering what the best mode is on Roan 2 to play. I don't want to play an East only game. I want to play a full game. So I'm gonna see if I can get into this money battle East South. I'm gonna switch over to my play scene. Now I can't. Now there are rules about streaming this, just so you all know. And one of the things I cannot do, I cannot show players' names. So I'm gonna be when I bring up my play screen, when I get into a game, I'm gonna be hiding people's names because I'm not supposed to show them. So that's why that's cut off. It also will cut off the scores. So I'm gonna just remind you as we go. So that's why I'm doing that. I'm not doing that just to be weird or because I want to hide my failings. There are rules, and I don't want to get in trouble with Roan 2. Not like they'll really care, but whatever. Man, we are waiting. I was hoping not to wait, but we're waiting. Tomorrow, we have our USPML meetup. We're going to be bringing people together all over the New York City area, and we're going to go down to the Uncommons, which is a little bit south of Washington Square Park. It's a board game cafe, and we're going to hang out there and play a lot of Mahjong. I hang out there pretty regularly with the... Oh, no, it captures my mouse cursor. Oh, how terrible. I don't want it to do that. I'm going to be hanging out... Oh, here we go. Never mind, I got a game. So now you're going to be able to see my terrible thoughts. Oh, it's all lopsided, too. How awful. Let me fix this for you all. There, now it's in the middle. All right. Let's look at this hand. Now I can actually talk about this hand. And I got a lot of decent stuff. I got a lot of middle tiles here. Probably I'm going to start out by just trimming some edges. It's a little rough right now because I don't know how these players are going to behave, obviously. It's a table with new people. So I'm going to trim some edges. I drew the Dora on my first draw. That's a good deal. Hello, let the princess win. I'm going to hold that. I'm going to hold the 3. So one of the things that I feel like I've learned, and I hope I don't repeat myself, I hope I'm not just this guy who says the same stuff every time he's on stream because that'll be lame. But one of the things I've learned is that you should never count out a closed weight. Like I used to really just aggressively hate closed weights. I'd be like, it's stupid, it's ugly, and I don't ever want it. But like for example, with this 3, 4, 5, like this is really cool, but I could get that too. And if I do, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is even cooler. Now East, one South has come out, so I'll swap the South for the East. It's the first hand. I'm not the dealer, but I don't need to play super defensively. All these other players, you can't see, but all these other players are much higher ranked than me. Okay. So now I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch my 1, 2, 3 closed weight for that 5, 6, 7 closed weight. Because if you look at the rest of my hand, you might notice a familiar shape coming around. You might notice the hintings, the gentle rumblings of a potential Sanshoku. Which means I'm going to sit. I'm going to get rid of this East. I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to see if maybe, just maybe, a Sanshoku happens. Now that would be really cool. That would make everyone very proud of me. I can't promise it though. I'm not calling any tiles. Okay. All right. Let's disabuse ourselves of our dreams of dragons, because at the end of the day, if this Sanshoku doesn't come together, I can have these 6s as my pair. Discards the... Oh, dear. Okay. Now we're getting in an odd place. So we have our 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8 is now complete. We have a lot of sets that are kind of middling. We had someone discard the Dora, which implies that something really good's going on. Well, it was. He was ready, and he won. Okay. Well, that had nothing to do with me. Okay. My secret mission there was actually just to discard Kokshi. And just show off, be like, look what I can get rid of. I don't even need this Kokshi. And I was doing very well at it, too, until I got stopped. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, well, let's do that. That's another habit that I've kind of grown into, is not throwing. Like, a lot of people will just immediately start by throwing their wins and dragons. And they go by the philosophy of, well, if I deal a dragon early, it's unlikely someone else has managed to collect 2 of them. And thusly, it'll get through. It'll get out of my hand right now, and I'll have denied them the ability to complete that dragon. And, I mean, there is some logic to that. I'm going to throw this 2. I already got rid of the 1, and if I get the 3, I've got 3, 4, 5. So let's commit to that. There is a little bit of logic to that, the idea that, like, oh, if you get rid of the dragon early, no one could possibly want it. But I've found myself holding them more and more. And the reason is, like, if other people do that, right now, 2 of these Hatses are dead. And that makes this Hats that I have in my hand an extraordinarily great safe tile. It's almost impossible anyone's going to want that for anything ever. So now, okay. I'll throw this north. Now, see, I like to hold, like, one really solid safe tile, and this Hats right now is really it. The Chun is still very live, and I don't want to provide that to someone. Well, this is what I get for ever talking. At this point, I'm getting enough good raw material into my hand that it's worth ditching that Chun. So I still have my Hats. My Hats is still my safe tile. East is also very live. I'm going to throw this 3. I'm going to keep the 6, because we do have red 5s here. So the 6 is a little more valuable to me. This 2, 2, 3 could become a pair. The 9s, I don't know. I don't know. I got a lot of thoughts. I got a lot of thoughts about possibility. This 8 is vital, which means I'm going to risk it and see if people want to go nuts. No, the east passes. The 8's vital because it lets me keep the 6, and the 6 is the door. I want to hold the door at all costs. So anything that lets me hold on to door is good. This protects me. So I'm kind of exposed here right now. Okay, I now have my pair. I'm going to turn these 6s into a pair. And that means I can throw a 9 and start moving towards what could be a sweet Pinfu Sanshoku. Maybe, I'm sorry, not Pinfu Sanshoku, Pinfu Tanya, all simples. So by getting rid of all of my 1s and 9s and edge tiles, I can end up with a hand that it's worth an extra Han because it has only simples in it. Can't even read Sanshoku. The Sanshoku is so. Here's the thing about Sanshoku. Aside from our jokes about Sanshoku, because Moriyama loves Sanshoku. It's one of his favorite hands. Ooh, I got another 8 over there. But I'm gonna say no. I just don't need it. I don't want it. I don't need it. Moriyama, president of the JPML, he really likes Sanshoku. Sanshoku is one of his favorite hands. And
Reach.
Oh dear, a reach. Now this reach is a great opportunity for me to not even worry. Actually, no, I'll throw this. Oh no, I'll throw this Hats. See, I can throw this Hats because I held on to it the whole time. I know it's safe. I blocked the epots. It's the dealer now. So now I'm looking to be a little careful. But based on my hand, I have some room to dance, and I'm actually Ishan 10. And I can deal tiles that I know are safe a little bit. A little bit. But at the end of the day, right now, I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to fight. No, I'm going to deal this 8, because the 8 is safe. This hand, like, it doesn't want to die. It's like, it's getting closer and closer. I am now Ishan 10, but the only thing I can deal to get ready is the Dora. And that's a very dangerous thing to do against a dealer. I don't want to do that. I don't want to call that tile, that 8. Oh, I got another 9. Where do we go here? I'm going to risk it on the 9. That's a little risk. No, okay. That was risk. That was gutsy, and I didn't need to do that. In theory, I should have been much more content to just hang out and bail against the dealer. Although, because I dealt the 9, I can deal the other 9. I know that's fine. And west. There's 2 wests out. There's 3 wests out. So west is now absolutely safe. There's no question. But I think at the end of the day, I'm just... Ooh, a 6. That's a really risky deal, which implies that he's got something going on that's worth it. So I'm going to now be as close to absolutely safe as I can be. I'm going to deal the west, and my next deal will probably be the 6, because he definitely doesn't want it. I can get Tenpai. So I could have gotten Tenpai by calling that 3, having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and dealing the Dora to be waiting on the 2 so 5 so. But there's no way. There's no way. I have a dealer who's has not thrown out any man tiles in that entire area. I have this guy looking like he's got something going on. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to risk that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 2, 5, 8 man weight for this guy. Oh, did he? 9P was safe? 3 was safe. No. It's hard to play and listen to everyone. I want to listen to everyone. I want to hear what everyone says. Yeah, let's do this. So it's a 258 weight for man tiles. Oh, where are we going here? I'm going to throw south because nobody wants it. Well, I guess south wants south, but like east is the most globally wanted wind right now. I didn't realize 9P was safe. I should have watched for that. Then I'm smarter than I thought. I totally just subconsciously knew. Ooh, here we go. A closed weight pans out. But now, let's trim off these ones. Because the threes, those threes are Dora, and I am never discarding them. Which means I'm either going to have 2 threes or I'm going to have 3 threes. But that's it. Even if I draw a 4, I'm probably not going to want to throw the Dora to make 3, 4, 5. I'm probably going to want it to be 3, 3, and then 4, 5, and then hope to get 4, 5, 6. So I might as well just trim these ones out of the equation entirely. And then I should see if I can make some kind of all simples. But our guy over here is getting a little aggressive, called the White Dragon. So I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He might just be going for it, because you never know with people. Okay. This 3 is isolated, and I'll just get rid of it. We got a few pairs. In theory, this 7, 8, 9 is like a thorn in my side right now. Because this is preventing me from just going ham on this and just calling it out for like all simples Dora 2 or something like that. Which, again, isn't the greatest strategy, but it works. Right now, by the way, just because no one can see them, the scores are very, very close. Myself and the player to my right have 24,000. The player to my left has 26,000. And player across has 25,000. So it's very, very close. It's really not necessarily the time to make a crazy play, because if you do, and you lose big, it's going to be bad. This hand is not going my way. And this guy, he's grabbing something. He wants to hold on to what he's got. This is the greatest. All right, so I just walked that 7, 8, 9 over to 6, 7, 8. And now that it's 6, 7, 8, I have some leeway to get aggressive if I want to. 2 easts have died, which means my east is pretty safe, but Chun is not, which means my Chun is actually getting more and more dangerous as we go on. And I'm going to, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get aggressive. 2 other people have opened their hands. Ooh. Closed weight for the dealer. The dealer wins it quick. Oh dear. So this is one of those hands that makes me sad and angry, because I'm going to want to call every time. Why not just go for it, right? Only I'm Ishan 10 on Chitoy right now. And what's the better thing to do? I'm just going to do it. Let's just do it. It's time for the power of just calling every tile. Let's make everybody really nervous. Let's go nuts. It's going to be fun. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want that? Did you want me not to have that? That's what the dealer gets also. Getting that very risky. Throwing the door that early, imagining, like, why would I be calling west if I don't have a now auto manga on hand? And Hanemon if it hits Toy Toy. But you know what? I'm going to keep this 4-5, because that way I can be sneaky. That way I can get Tenpai a lot of different ways. Toy Toy Dora 3. Toy Toy Dora 3. Now, this is I'm embarrassing myself, because I am usually the one who's all anti, like, aggressive Toy Toy players. But I will say that's in cases where people like, oh, my Chitoy, where people like, you know, start off with like 3 pairs and like, it's Toy Toy time, and they just charge on through, not even, here we go. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. No trickiness. It's Toy Toy time. This hand came together far too quickly, and I might as well just sit here and make it happen. Because, yeah, there's going to be Toy Toy West Door 3. That's Hanemon. It's worth the points. It's worth the aggression. It's so early in the game. Now, 5 So and 6 Mon are not likely to be tiles that other people are going to just throw, but at the same time, having to work around that, having to work around the fact that I'm obviously ready so early with such a big hand is going to be really stressful for them, and they're going to have to figure out what they want to do. It's going to really restrict what they can do. Or they could do that. So, in what was obviously an extraordinarily exemplary display of nothing but skill, I have done very well for myself. And now my obligation, Sankansu. Sankansu. Okay, let's never. All right, my job now is simple. My job now, and this is something that I will sometimes do, I need to not play this game anymore. Like, I'm done. I just got a ton of points. Oh man, really? And because I have this ton of points, like, I don't have to do anything. I can just hang out. No, Sanshoku is not my... Sanshoku is my hobby. Winning is my job. I'm not necessarily very good at my job, but it's definitely my job. Oh, God. But this hand really thinks to itself that it wants to go somewhere. Because what I want to do, and like I'm so iffy, what I want to do is I want to just collect save tiles and not lose. Like, right now, this is going to go right now. It just came out, and no one wanted it. So, I don't want to hold it because it's going to get super dangerous as time goes on. So, our dealer right now is in last place. The dealer wants to push really hard. The dealer's the one who's going to have to make the risky plays. I'm in first place. I do not have to make big plays. A cross is close to me. I can't be totally complacent, but really, like, this hand, I just don't need it. I don't need to win it. I don't need to care about it. I just need to endure. Daisuke's trying to say smart stuff. You're right that Uma on Round 2 is weaker. Total average points is good. But, I don't know, I want to win. I want to come in first. And I feel like, in general, like, that should be your attitude, is you want to come in first, you want to make it. And I feel like everyone else at this table has much more of an incentive to push right now than I do. I don't have to worry. And I can kind of just throw this hand and say, fuck it. And do some things that are going to be a little bit unexpected. Like, that early 5-so discard is very odd. It's going to look odd. And if they're thinking, which they might not be, they might not even be looking, but they'll be like, what's this guy doing? I'll throw this 4 also because it just came out. And mostly I'm looking to eliminate dangerous tiles early. Because if I do that, then I can just hang out. Reach battle. Oh god, do I take this? Sure, I'll take it this way. Interesting. See, I'm not super familiar with reach battle, so now I know. Now I know what's important here. Ooh. Huh. I'll do this. I don't want you. I wanna get out of this clean. I'm not familiar with reach battle. I'm playing it because there's people here. But I'm not super familiar with all the modes. I gotta learn more about them. Oh. Hello. Hello, Chuns. Now the other 2 are out. And that means, again, I have 2 absolute save tiles. If someone inevitably declares reach, if our dealer goes into reach, I got 2 save tiles. I can just hang out and do nothing of value. And that's my job here, is to do nothing of value. No. Let's do that. I'm just a little nervous. I want to throw this 9, but something about this is making me nervous. The fact that the dealer is changing his hands and throwing out these middle so tiles just makes me feel a little uncomfortable. I don't know why that is. And he hasn't thrown a single pin. So at this point, my defensive instincts are going to kick in, and I'm going to watch out for our dealer. I feel like something is going on over there that might not be what I want to have happen. And no one else is getting aggressive, so he's just hanging out. And I'm going to just shut down. I'm going to go full defense.
Chi.
Oh, okay. So he opens. Which means he's probably either ready or close to ready, because he's not crazy. There's a 1 mon. There's a 7, but I'm going to just throw the 1 because it did just come out, and he's thrown 2 and 3. And now we have enough stuff left. My chuns are going to be my discards. Maybe the 6 also, because the 6 is now pretty much safe everywhere. Yeah, I'm going to throw... Oh, no, I'll throw the 3. The tile that was just discarded is always the safest tile to discard, so I'm just going to follow in the dealer's wake and be no 10. And that might cost me a little. But I'm hoping someone else gets... Yeah, it's chun time. I'm hoping someone else gets smart about trying to challenge. It's interesting. Yeah, I could bet you. Really? And our dealer was no 10. So now the game passes, and now I'm the dealer. But now, Across has enough points that I actually should think a little bit about what's going on here. 30 to 35. I'm also the dealer, which means it's my time to maybe shine. This hand is not terrible. It needs a few key components. It needs a 3-pin is what it really, really needs. Although I just got that, so I'm a little happy about that. All right, this hand looks like it could be actually going places. I want either a 3-pin or another 1-pin. Another 1-pin would be super sweet. I would love that. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The point totals, that's okay. I just have them off because by the rules for Roan 2, you're not supposed to stream other people's like names. Like you can't stream them without their permission. Yeah, so I just have them off. I can read them out to you. You know what? I'm just going to be aggressive because I'm the dealer. I'm going to hold it. So right now I have 35-1. Across has 37. Left is at 11-9, and right is at 22-3. So really it's between me and Across right now. And I need to... I'm 2 Shan 10. I need to just get there. I need to just get there and get my nice reach Pinfu Dora Dora, and then be the greatest dealer in the world. But I need the game to cooperate. Now, it just cooperated by giving me that 1, so maybe that's like... Okay, how crazy do I want to get with this? Because that East is pretty exciting. Now, this is exciting for a few reasons. The first great reason is these are totally safe. Like, no one else possibly wants these. But obviously, Double Tongue is super good. Double Tongue, you know what? Double Tongue. Double Tongue. It's time for Double Tongue. And let's keep that red, and let's get rid of this. Now, one thing I know about Mahjong is whatever decision I make there is going to be the wrong decision. So I will immediately draw 1 on the 4. That's just how the game works. It's just the rules. But I'm hoping that I get Tenpai very soon. See? Always wrong. Always wrong. With that, I could have called the 1-pin and had Double Tongue Dora 3, Aka, and it would have been so cool. But again, I'm the dealer. It's my time to shine, so I might as well aggress a little bit. Hey, check it out.
Chi.
Now I'm Tenpai. Now I'm Tenpai on a 6 or 9 Mon, and that is good. By the way, for the... Oh,
Lom.
Thanks, friendo. So there's another 12,000 for me. Another extraordinarily fortuitous bunch of luck. Actually, no. This is all due to my inimitable skill. This is entirely skill play. I would be curious, actually, to go back and see what they had. Like, where were they in their hand? Alright, I'm just trimming some edges here because I do have a decent structure for Pinfu right now. So I have 5, 6, and 6, 8. 6, 8's better than 8, 9, so I might as well keep 6, 8. Especially because we got reds in this game, and holding 5s is very valuable. Chuck this one, no one wants it. Like, again, I'm still back in this position where it's like, left and right are now so hungry for points that they should be fighting really, really hard. And I should not have to worry so much about what's going on in this game. But I don't know if that's true. I don't know what's happening. We'll have to see. We'll have to find out together. Yeah, that was tough also. Like, again, it was an open hand. It was quick. 9 Mon, like a 9 is not usually the most dangerous discard you can make anyway. So, meh. Maybe he shouldn't have pushed what he had. Maybe he had something really good. But yeah, by the way, I look up all the time because that's where the actual play space is. I have a whole monitor set up, so I'm looking up at the table. I'm not like praying to heaven constantly. Please God, let me achieve Tenpai. He said, sounding super intelligent. Oh, What do we got? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll throw this west because it's not valuable to me. All right, we are 2 Shan 10 on a nice easy peasy Pinfu hand, but I don't have any Dora in it. I would like a Dora, please. Last time I asked for a Dora, it worked. All right. Let's see how this goes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 3 unfinished pairs. We have 5, 6, 6, 8, and 4, 5. 2 of those are two-sided. So in theory, like an 8 would be a great draw. Maybe a 7 would be a great draw. I'm not going to call you right now. It's not worth opening my hand on this. If I was going to call this, I'd have to call it and then deal the 1 and then be footy 10 for a while, or risk being footy 10 and hope that I get something to work. And it's not worth it. It would be aggressive, but I don't need to be that aggressive. Oh, cross is good. Ooh. Whoa. Whoa, that actually worries me a lot that he just did that. He just cheated a pin and dealt the Dora. So this says to me that Mr. Across-a-Lot has something good going on. Yes, dear Lord, let us give thanks to this Tenpai. Give us this day our daily tiles. Oh, he's just throwing non-pin tiles out like crazy. Which, yeah, I'm gonna defend right now. I think now is time to defend at least a little bit. Maybe I should have thrown that. No, there we go. There's the twos. I'm not calling. I'm just defending. Oh, come on. No. Counter offense is not worth it at this point because I have this East and this Chun, both of which are... Oof. Well, I guess I can throw this Chun now. So that's something. Now this 2. But yeah, there are certain tiles right now in my hand that I can never get rid of. So like the 4-5 are never coming out. Sorry, too bad. Now that wasn't so bad. Like I could draw the right tile to make that a thing. But, oh god. There's my red 5. Alright, I'm going to deal the 6. It's safe for him. But yeah, the Chin-Eats, I can't. That risk is huge. And dealing the Dora out of that is basically just saying, yeah, he's just saying fuck it at this point. Obscenities are happening on this stream. So I'm just going to take my hand apart and chill out. Because... Whoa, jeez. Jeez, guy on the right. You gotta calm down. Oh, you gotta calm down too. Stop dealing pins. What are y'all doing? Oh my god. No, you're all crazy. You're all crazy. Alright, this 9 can go. Has West? 1 West? I see 1 West. Yeah, anything in the pin and unsuited range is just never leaving my hand ever. And I'm going to deal these 2s instead of the red because it's just not a good idea to ever deal a red. Like, full defense. I know, again, they're either rookies or they're sitting there with a hand and they're like, it's worth it. And it's tough online. Like, I don't want to assume. It's easy to just be like, oh, these guys are real stupid, haha. But I don't know. Okay, so the 5 just got dealt, but I'm still going to deal with 2. You just don't know. You just don't know. All right, but I'm out of it. There's well, that's not true. I could... Oh, there goes his East. Maybe no one's Tenpai. That would be exciting. He is. Okay, yeah. Chin-Eats. Everyone's Tenpai, so they all fought for their Tenpai. But that's okay. I'm fine with that. I am okay. Across is... Across is potentially threatening. I'm going to deal this north. Let's just do it. But this hand is pretty solid. I got a pretty decently put together hand right here. I got 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I got 6, 7. I got 6, 8. So I got 6, 7, 8 Sanchoku just hanging out right here. Just waiting for me. It knows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. What are we doing? Is this going to be one of those hands where it's like, maybe Itsu? And then it's like, ha, you thought Itsu? I like this, though. I like this. Sanchoku is definitely a possibility here. What I want is a Chun. Because then that'll be my pair. And then it'll be Sanchoku Chun. And then I'll be the coolest person. And I'll show this to everyone. And I'll be like, look what I did. And they'll be like, wow, you're so cool. This is the story that I tell myself. I tell myself this story every day. But I'm hoping and praying that this works out. Maybe I can look at the screen that I'm showing all of you. Sorry about... Oh, whoa. There goes a Chun. Do I follow? You know what? I'm going to follow. I'm going to say, this ain't happening. Let's give up on the dream now. Because it would just be greedy. It would just be wrong. And this is where, again, I draw a Chun next. No. West would be a great pair for Pinfu, actually. But if I just go for Sanchoku Dora 2, that's Mangan, so I might as well. However, we'll see what happens. Right now I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. So that's a pretty good setup here. There's a pair. And that actually does leave me Ishan 10, so I might as well... I'll throw the West now. Pardon me. So now I am Ishan 10 on a potentially nice Pinfu that's close to
Reach.
Itsu. Oh dear. A reach comes in. And, okay, I know my 8 is safe now. Thank you. Thank you, friend. So I'll just throw that and see what happens and hope. I actually really just want to defend here. I don't want to do anything. So the 5 is safe. South is already safe. And this is the dealer. Like, I'd like the dealer to not win, because I don't want the game to continue. But at the same time, I don't know what's going on here. Is it worth... Wow. That... It was a dual Pong weight on the 5 Mon or the 9 Mon. What an ugly reach, dealer. But you got your points. You got your points. Sashikomi. No, no Sashikomi. Sashikomi is never a thing. It's not a thing you can do. Alright. Oh, I just got a message. But it's not an important message. It's not as important as my friends here on the stream. Ooh, 2 4s. Now I'm going to hold on to this 9. And I'm holding on to this 9 because 8 Mon is the Dora. And so if I get an 8 Mon, I'll have 8 9, which is definitely better than just an 8 floating around itself. And also definitely better than an 8 where the 9's already been discarded. So if you do get the 7, you're sad forever. However, the 6 is going to be better because 6 8 is better than 8 9. So I'll throw the 9 now. I'm holding on to that East-West and Chun because, again, for the rest of this game, I'm kind of like... I'm okay being defensive right now. I'm ahead. I don't need to go crazy. I might as well just chill. Sure. I'll follow East with East. I'll keep the potential of 1 2 and 8 9. See what happens. It is all good as long as you get the tile you need. You just got to get the right tiles. I always tell people, like, what you need to do... Alright, let's make this my pair. Or see if it's a pair. I just don't get a good vibe from this hand, and this is something I'll do sometimes. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but like, I don't get a good feeling about this hand, and so I'd rather stack safe tiles than go hard on it. I'll trade the Chun that's not coming for the Huts that maybe will. But I just feel like I feel like there's not much potential here. Like there's not really much likelihood. Oh dear, an early reach. Okay, well this is a good thing that I saved this Hots, which is totally safe. So at least the first time around I'm okay. I can also throw this 6, and let's see what everyone else does. How do they react? A 9, which is Suji. A 1. Here's a 6. Okay. Well, this East is safe and better for my hand to throw. West. Well, I don't even have to worry about it, because he won. And he won very little, but he got something back. I mean, he's in last place. Maybe he just felt he had to do something. So now... we are... That is a good question. Sorry, I just got a message from someone who sent me a picture of a man with a 30-gallon barrel of Cinnabon frosting. And he asked me, why does this guy have a 30-gallon barrel of Cinnabon frosting? Now, you got to get the frosting to the Cinnabon somehow, so maybe that's the reason. Well, honestly, the Easts are probably going to be my pair. I'm not even going to worry about it. Yeah, West was also a safe tile. It was nice. It's good. We got a lot of safety. Got a lot of happy friends. It's like the Bob Ross of Mahjong. I'm like, oh, just some happy little tiles. Ooh, okay. Well, you know what I see going on right now. I sure hope you do. I sure hope you see a 1-2-3 Sanshoku. Because there's a 1-2-3 Sanshoku taking place here. No, I got it. Don't worry. Oh, wait, I threw the... No! Why was I so foolish? Why? Oh, no. Well, you know what? Why was I so dumb? What did I do? I've ruined myself. No. I got distracted. Or did I even have that too? I might not have even had that too. Alright, you know what? To atone for my sins.
Reach.
Wow. I want everyone to look at that. I want everyone to look at that, at the Sanshoku that could have been. The Sanshoku that absolutely 100% could have been. That is shameful. That is shameful. And I didn't even see it. I started with the 3-1-2s, and I didn't even think about it. I let my attention wander. I did not focus on the true good in life of Sanshoku. Man, you know, it's like, you're like, oh, I should stream to people because people will watch me play and they'll be like, hey, he's pretty cool. And I do stuff like that. Wow. Well, you know what? This is going to be good because next week, assuming Gemma's back next week.
相撲
Yeah, reach Pinfu Sumo Dora Dora. It's still Mangan, but it would have been much bigger if I had... Yeah. Yeah. I didn't look at it. Alright, let's not make the same mistakes here. But yeah, we can show that to Gemma tomorrow, and she can be depressed at how awful I am. Because I did that. Because that's so terrible. So terrible. Yeah, Ipeko is sitting here. Oh, God. This is rough, because now I have a lot of valuable things going on here. But I'm not going for Chitoi, so that 2 is going to go away and stick with the 1, 2, 3. But the red 5, like, I don't want to give it up. I don't want to give up the red 5. Yes, I'm at 52, and the next closest player is at 27. I'm just going to stick with it. I got to just stick with it. I got to Ipeko. I might just do Ipeko no Mi. That would be really funny. But I want to keep this red 5 if I can help it. What am I getting? Okay. I'm going to do this. Because this gives me a lot of different options. If I draw like a 4 or 6, I can deal the 2 and get into Pinfu range, which is awesome. If I draw a 6 over here, I have Pinfu Ipeko. Like I got a lot of stuff I could do now. So I think dealing that would be good. Maybe. Yeah, current scores. I'm at 52-4. Left is at 6-1. Right is at 13-8. And across is at 27-7. So, door deal. I don't know if I should push here. Maybe I should be more cautious. But this hand is begging for action. This hand is like, hey, I got it going on. So, oh, there's my 1. No, my Ipeko. I want it. Give it to me. Please. Please, Ipeko. Come on. No. Hello, Exivos. Yeah, I had those 2 Hanemon, like ridiculous Hanemon stupidness. And now I have this. And I'm being much riskier than I should be with it. Although now that he dealt the 3, I do have at least 1 safe tile on the dealer. I have a safe tile across. I have a safe tile. So I have at least a safe tile against most people, so I can do something. But let's push it. Oh my God. But of course I won't get anything that I want. Boo. 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 Give me the tile. Oh, I can do that stupid dual... No, I already dealt. That would be a Fruity 10. That's stupid. I'm not Fruity 10. Stupid. It's all stupid. I know. It could have been Super Chitoi time. But Chitoi is risky. Chitoi, I feel like... I don't know.
Reach.
Ooh. Okay, there's a reach. And at this point, I do not want to fight. I have no reason to fight. Unless I get a great draw, in which case I'll just fight, because I'm... Oh! But no, it's an Epots. A manga Epots, and he bust. Does that end the game in this rule set? It does! The game is over. I have won. So I've advanced from D5 level 3 to D5 level 5. Final scores for the game are me with 52-4, right with 21-8, across with 27-7, and left with negative 1.9. I got plus 624 points out of that game. I do not know why did he reach on that? Well, what was that? That was reach Ipats. It was a 3-6. That was a great weight. So it was actually reach Ipats Pinfu Tanyao Dora 1. Okay, yeah. So with 1 extra draw, 1 extra point, he would have become Hanemon. So if it was Hanemon, it would have been an extra 3,000. Would have brought him up to 24-8. Which would have gotten him above second place. So actually, that was good. Yeah, if he'd sumoed it, if it was a sumo Hanemon, he would have gotten into second place off of that. So that was actually a worthwhile risk. Yeah, Yeah, let's review. I'm curious. Let's review what other people had going on this game, because I'm now super cool. So let me get my list of previous games and bring this up. And now I still can't show people's names, but I can bring up the game itself. There we go. All right. Now you still can't see anything. And go over what happened here, and what everyone else was up to. So this hand, which hand was it? This was our first hand. This was a hand that ended with this dude dealing into that dude's very quick thing. And so by the end of this hand, he'd built a very fast, I guess I'll just get some points, door 1. So it's like west door 1, fast. Across, I'm not sure where he was going with it. I mean, he had the closed Anko of the 9s. He had the hots. I guess he was considering hots. Maybe Toy. Maybe he had 3 pair of this. He had a Haku. He had a Dora in there, so maybe looking for Chitoy, maybe looking for Toy. But if you're looking for Chitoy, he should have committed and thrown the 9. And he missed a pair, too. So I'm not really sure. And I'm not sure why he threw the 9 away from the 7, because the A would have let him complete it. So I'm not really sure what was going on over there. Here to my right, we have 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. This is great. 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. Okay, this is an Ishan 10 hand. Actually, no, this is a Tenpai hand. What am I talking about? This hand is Tenpai on 5, 8, so he was just dominating as dealer. Which, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Why dominate as dealer at this point? Like, you might as well just do it. You want to hold the hand, you want to scare everyone off, and if they do just sit around in your Tenpai, you get to hold the deal. So maybe should have reached. This would have been Pinfu Tanyao and no Dora, so it would have been just 2. Maybe Ipeko. I guess the reason not to reach is that 5 is never coming out against a dealer reach. It's a 5-8 weight in a suit that it looks like you're going for Chinitz on. So probably that wasn't going to come out. And this is where I was like, ooh, maybe 5, 6, 7 or something, and something's happening, but nothing really happened. And next hand was Tenpai no Ten. Oh yeah, started building something, and then the dealer went into reach, and I'm like, I don't really want to play that game. You're right. This is where the 9 pin came out right after. Yeah, the 9 pin came out, and I hadn't seen it, so I wasn't sure if it was safe or not. But either way, we dodged. Everyone's no 10 except our dealer, who had a 2, 5, 8 weight, and this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Ooh, getting really in on a potential Itsu despite dodging the reach. I guess that's why he was like pushing it with some of those dangerous discards. Here on the right we have 7, 9, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 3, 5, Ishan 10. Not necessarily worth some of the pushes done, but I guess they really wanted to make something happen, and they felt like they had to do something. This hand is... Which hand is this? Oh, this is where I did nothing. Oh, yeah, where I was like, okay, well, I have 2 Dora, so maybe I'll go for this aggressive Tanyao Dora, and then the dealer calls and then deals into a closed weight for Tanyao Dora 1. But this is the dealer, so that makes sense. So he grabs 4,000 points and gets to keep being the dealer. Oh, and this is ridiculous. Toy Mania, for those of you who didn't catch this amazing hand where I got dealt 4 pairs, 2 of which were the Dora, and then my first draw was a 5th pair, and then within the first 3 discards I called both the West, which is my Wind, and the South, which is the Dora. So now I have already a Mangan hand, and then I get the 4, then I get to call the 9, and then I'm just, okay, fine, Toy. I don't know why he dealt that 5, but I guess at some point when it's that early, what do? You can't know what I'm waiting on. It's obvious I'm ready. Very close to an Itsu for that hand, actually. Not a terrible plan to be going with that. So I guess he just figured he'd push and see what happened. This guy over here managed to get himself a set of 1s and a set of Norse. 1, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This was actually getting a pretty strong hand coming together here. A concealed half flush. So he had something going on as well. But I sped that out like a champion, making my Haneman Toy Dora 3. Next hand went to draw. Oh, this was a draw because I was ahead, and I was like, I'm just gonna deep 6 this hand, and I just kind of noodle around and accomplish nothing, and it went to draw with the dealer not ready. I don't know how the dealer didn't get himself ready. 5S was weird. 5S was me being like, all right, well, I might as well just throw away middle tiles because I have a lot of edge tiles. It'll make people think I'm going for Chanta. And that often makes people... If people think you're going for Chanta, they start getting a little more nervous about their 9s and 1s discards than they would be otherwise, which slows them down. So I might as well hinder them. And if I'm going to be depending on these tiles to be safe later, like whatever. But then I drew another one, and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to have to throw 2. And then I just kind of, again, like, just kind of noodled around. It was not, I'm not going to claim 5S for some kind of masterstroke discard, but once in a while, discarding a little erratically when you're not planning on winning the hand can throw your opponents into disarray a little bit. After that, this hand, oh, this was the hand that, oh yeah, this hand I was like, oh, all I need to draw is a 1-pin, and then I immediately drew the 1-pin, and then I'm like, okay, and I'm like, all right, we'll use the 1-pins as the pair, and we'll get our nice Pinfu, and then I drew the second East, and I was like, do I need Pinfu? And I'm like, what if I just don't? And then I immediately called my way out to double East door 3, which was another dealer Mangan, and put me, well, it was a dealer Mangan as opposed to previous Hanuman, which put me way up. So now I'm at 47, and my closest competitor's at 30 across. So that was sweet. Again, another fast kind of aggressive hand. Where was everyone else at this point? Like, he dealt a 9-man. Again, that's not like the riskiest throw out of his like getting rid of terminals. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5. Like he was actually Ishan 10 on this hand. This hand was really getting together. And so it was either the 1-pin or the 9-man. And I guess he chose not to throw the Dora, which is probably smart. So instead he threw an innocuous seeming tile that got him. 5, 6, 1, 7, 8. Yeah, this hand was like just getting started, but I think he was probably more concerned. Well, the 5 still's a little bit risky, but yeah, he could have thrown south or something. 4, 6. This hand was still in kind of disarray, but it's still a little early. I see why he threw the 9-man. And, you know, he had 2 reds. He was going to be, like, potentially Pinfu, maybe Tanyao. Like, he had a lot going on that was good for him in this hand. So it kind of sucks that he got tripped up for that. Let's see. This is now East, my second East. What happened here? This went to Tenpai, no 10. Because what? Oh, because once he went for the Chin-Eats. This is a Chin-Eats. So once we went for the Chin-Eats, I was like, I'm just dodging this. I refuse to play into his Chin-Eats. And he was waiting on a 3 or a 6 for this Chin-Eats. Did he switch it when he took that? Oh, no, that got him ready. He was Ishan 10 on the Chin-Eats for a long time. It could have been Honits even. And then that got him ready. And then he just hung out. Yeah, he just hung out with it. So, glad I dodged that. That would have been a bad thing to hit. Lost my deal. Was the only one not Tenpai. Lost 3,000 points, but everyone else is so far below me that it doesn't really matter. Oh, man. Oh, man. I didn't even see this. Look at this. It's not Pinfu because of how he has it set up, but it's Tanyao Sanshoku Ipeiko Dora 2 if he gets the 5. And if he gets... Oh, wow. That guy... No wonder he dealt that 7. Okay, guy to my left. You get dispensation for dealing that 7 because that was a sweet hand. Sweet hand. What that's if he got the 5, let's say it could have been a red, but let's say he got a normal 5. Yeah, that's Tanyao, Ipeiko, Sanchoku. That's Haneman right there. Yeah. Tanyao 1, Ipeiko 2, Sanchoku 4, Dora 2 6. So that's 6. With the red, it would have been 7. Even on the wrong side, it would have been it would have been Tanyao, Ipeiko, Dora 2. So it would have been Mangan either way. Well, Mangan or Haneman, depending on which one he got. So that hand was definitely worth pushing for. A little disappointing he didn't make that. That was a cool hand. And then over here, we got ready on the 1 or 4 pin. But this is footy 10 because he already dealt a 1 pin long ago, and I think it was just to be Tenpai. But I don't know if it was worth dealing this 9 pin so late. Like, after that, I wouldn't have dealt a single pin tile, and he dealt that 9. I guess he figured... Let me go back. Can I go back a single step? At the point at which he deals a 9 pin, let's see, like, 2 8s are out. 7, 8, 9's already been made by him. So what's he going to do with the 9 pin? You can see 3 9 pins, which means he can't have a set of the 9 pin. The only thing he could have is 7 8s. So is there a visible Kabe? I see 3 7s, and I see 2 8s. The 4th 7's hidden. Oh, I see 3 8s. So I see 3 7s and 3 8s. That's a double 1 chance. We have to have the only remaining 7 and the only remaining 8 to get that 9 pin. So, risky. But I say that as someone who twice lost on double 1 chance weights the other night, making me very sad. So maybe I'm just bitter. But, all right, we hang out here. I let my deal pass on. We go here. This game. Oh, he went into reach and then was quickly won. And I was hanging out here, being like, I sure don't want to deal with this because my hand is 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, it's a good hand, but like, can't deal this 4. So this was a 5-man or 9-man wait. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 4, 6. So it's just basic. He threw that 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know why he threw that. I just don't. He would have been better off throwing the 9 pin, which was safe. He would have been better off throwing the 9 pin, which was safe, and then waiting. Because if he got the third 5 pin, he could have kept both 5 mons and thrown the 4 mon, which was mildly meh. Or he could have only thrown the 5 mon when he was Tenpai and about to win, as opposed to just dealing it for nothing. And this hand was ready. Chitoi. Hooray! Chitoi ready on the 6 mon. What a pleasant Chitoi that was. Everyone else doing better than me this hand, but he unfortunately dealt in right away. Lost a lot of his points. Next hand. Oh, this hand is... Yeah, this hand I was like, alright, I'm glad we're done with that. I was probably waiting for 4p. Oh, to get an Itsu? Maybe. But at the point at which you're that far down, at the point at which you're like... He's in third with 12,000 and dealer has 10,000 and dealer's in reach. Like, yeah, the 4-man... That's true. If you throw the 4-man, you're using the 5 as your pair, and you're assuming you're going to throw the 5 pin later to get your Itsu. So maybe. Or at worst, you could throw the 4. You can get into Tenpai and throw the 5 pin, and then you're waiting on the 4-7, so you're not even Furu 10. So maybe. There's a lot of other options. I think throwing the 5. Yeah, throwing the 5 this early is giving up on your Itsu. If you're giving up on your Itsu by turning the 4-5 into the 2-sided, then you're basically saying you're going to be making 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9. But either way, you can just trim that now and throw the safer tile now. If you're giving up on it, if you're keeping it, the 4-man's probably the good thing. Just lock in the pair and be ready to go. And also, if you draw that third 5-mon, there's a good chance it's the red one. So hey, that could be cool too. This hand ended way too quickly. I was just checking stuff out. And he went into reach, and so I'm like, forget it, I'm done with this. And then our friendo over here dealt in immediately. This was reach Dora 1. It ended up being a very small reach, but our last place player needed to do something. And got himself some points, which is pretty cool. Sorry, there are other humans that are in this house, unfortunately. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, you have to know my filthy secret that I have friends. This hand, this is the hand, yeah. This hand, like an idiot, I am going to point out very strongly. I have 1, 2, 1, 2, and I get 1, 2, and I have a pair of East. And what do I do? I throw this 1 pin. And I should have just thrown the West. I didn't even look. How dare I? Because then I get the 3, and before I even know it, I just start crying, and I get this 3, and then I immediately get that 3. And this would have been the fastest Sanshoku ever. Now, the one thing I will say that would be a little tricky about this is I probably, to make the fastest Sanshoku ever, I would have had to throw the 4-5. I don't like doing that. I like keeping my reds. But I got to keep 1 Dora instead of getting the 2 for Sanshoku. Go into reach, and I eventually end up sumoing it. So it's reach, sumo, pinfu, Dora, it's Mangan. I don't get anything on the flip, so that's another 9,000 points for me. And this really puts me in a position where it's like, okay, the game is pretty much over. I have all the points. I have 52,400 now, and the next player has 27,700. This hand, this hand wanted to be something. I could have gone into that 5-6 pin reach, and I actually would have sumoed it. But that seemed like an unreasonable risk, given the fact that I'm so far ahead. The dealer's in last, so the dealer's going to be pressing no matter what. They have no reason to shut it down. The dealer's got to go. Dealing into a dealer manga will bring me from 52 down to 40, which would be a huge problem for me, because my across is 27.7, so being at 40 now puts me, 27.7 versus 44. If they got a manga, that's 10,000 points different, which brings them up to 37.7. No, it doesn't put me within Mangan Sumo range, but it's still bad. It's bad. Losing 12,000 points is bad. So I just decided to skip out on it. But our dealer deals into our cross player, who goes into reach and busts them. But I can't really fault the dealer for that, or can I? What did they do? What did they do here? 3, 3, 4, 5, 5 they have, and then They get a 6, and they decide they're going to do 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Okay. I guess that makes some sense. And then they get rid of the 2 that they don't need. And then they get another 5. Oh, no, they get another 6. So now they're going for the 4, 5, 6 thing, the potential Ipeco on the 4, 5, 6. Then they get a 2 and they get rid of it. And then they get a 3 and they get rid of it because they're just not going back. But that 3 is part of the 3, 6, 9 weight that it crosses on. A little unfortunate. But I see what they were doing there. They were just focused on that part of their hand, and they didn't really have the option of playing it safe right now. Because, again, they're dealer. They're in last place. They got to go. They have nothing else they can do. So that's it. That was a game. Huh. I like games. It was a good game. So that's about our hour for today. Thank you all for coming, even though I don't have the lovely Gemma. Part of this move to XSplit is so we can have the lovely Gemma's face up on screen. So when next we are back, we will have Gemma around. Thank you for playing through this game with us. We're also going to work on, if we get more signups, I'm going to set up like a sign-up form. If we get more signups, we'll be able to arrange games. Or even, and this is something we might end up doing, even comment tournament, like do a tournament during this time or some kind of event. I know there's other folks who do a tournament every other Saturday or something like that. But I don't want to step on their toes, so we'll figure out something to work with them on. What is the level of these players? I don't know. It doesn't list it in the thing. Hold on, let me see if I can find. Here we go. It doesn't list their level. They had pretty high rankings. They were like A ranked. Sorry, I have to respond to someone. About where we're playing. Okay, let's do that. We did it. Cool. So yeah, it doesn't tell me. I remember seeing they were like A ranked. They were pretty highly ranked in terms of the reach battle stuff, but I don't know what they're ranked in terms of their overall stats. Can I find out? I don't know if I can find out. I need to get someone's assistance in finding out. Now, reach battle is not like a ranked game. I believe it's pretty much open to everyone. It's not like you have to like be X good to be in reach battle. So I don't really know what their overall level was. It's also, to be honest, it is 5 a.m. in Japan. So right now I'm playing against like whoever's awake, and not necessarily the best of the best. In fact, if I was to go on and stream some mahjong, I'd probably do it later tonight. Like if I was to play around like 10 to midnight to 2 a.m. in there, like that's prime time in Japan, and it's Sunday. It'll be Sunday there, so like. Actually, it'll be Sunday evening, but they'll probably get a good chunk of players who are much more skilled just because of the time difference. So that's important. That's important to note. Oh God, I've been talking so much. Ugh, my voice is all sore. But so that's our game for today. Please join us next week. We'll probably have the lovely Gemma back. We'll have more information. Check out the various qualifiers. Again, I'll just to reiterate, we have Vancouver Reach Open May 6th and 7th. Montreal Reach Open June 3rd and 4th, and Seattle Reach Open July 15th and 16th. So all three of those are going to be happening. All three of those are going to be awesome. You can find out more information about them on the NARMA website at nareach.org, NARIICHI.org. And you can find us on YouTube. We're going to move this over to YouTube. So they don't know life or drunk. Maybe they're just nice people. I'm sitting playing mahjong on the weekend. I have a life. I'm sober. And this is my breathalyzer. I'll blow into it, you know. But thanks for joining us. Join us next week. We do this pretty much every week. Follow us on Twitter. At USPML is our Twitter handle. When you follow us there, you can see our information about the stream, when we're doing it, what we're doing, and we'll have more of you on. We'll do more stuff. So thank you, everybody. I'm gonna go to my webcam scene, and I'm gonna try an exciting fade. So I'm gonna try. What happens if I do this? We have new fades. So what if I do this? If I go, whee! Oh, that was awesome. All right. So bye, everybody. We are outroing, and we will see you all next week.